Yes, people, welcome to the Ratcave and welcome to my man Matt Reay inside the Ratcave.
I've come here for a bit of Netflix and chill, or now we've said, aka the Ratcave. This is now Ratcave and chill.
Ratcave and chill with Matthew Reay. Right, mate, let's get straight into it.
Cool.
Before we start the film and get the popcorn out. Right, you're flying the Numark flag today.
Sure.
What have you bought me, man?
I've got the Numark Scratch, which is our brand new mixer.
Numark Scratch. So, guessing that the kind of clues in the name of it then. Mm-hmm. Talk me through it, man.
Cool. In as much as it is obviously the Numark Scratch, because first and foremost, we've got a nice inner fader that we're working with on this mixer. The bigger picture is it's obviously a Serato-enabled mixer. So I'm just going to start at the bottom and just kind of work all the way up. So
Cool.
You notice as well, we're running these with the NTX 1000s, which are the Numark turntables, and we're running these in DVS mode. Obviously, you can use this just old school analog as well, if you want. So right at the bottom, we're rocking the inner fader, nice tight cut, and it's a 2-channel mixer. We've got the crossfader curve and obviously the reverse switch as well. Now, in terms of how we've integrated with Serato, you can see we've got Serato's 3 pad modes here. We've got cue, sample, and roll. So if I just run off loop here on the side. So obviously we've got up to 4 cue points available. Now we've got the Serato sampler as well. So I'm just going to stop that. And we can have access to 8 samples within the first bank of samples in Serato, basically.
Okay, so what? Even though there's only 4 pads, you can
it runs the whole bank.
You can go over here.
Yeah.
And okay, cool.
You notice there's a shift button as well. We'll come on to that a bit later.
Sure.
But what the shift button does for sample mode is that stops the sample if you've got a loop going, basically.
Okay,
So you just
mate.
hold shift and then bang.
That's good. I've been caught with that so many times on live streams, actually.
Yeah.
And I've been like, this is the sampler. And then it just keeps on going. And it was actually my friend Dylan going, Australian guy going, he's the craziest bloke I've ever met. It's DJ Ratzi. And I'm there like, trying to turn it off. Couldn't figure out how to do it.
Everyone's loving this amen break that's been going on for 5 minutes, basically.
Literally. But okay. So that's a nice touch.
Yeah, and then off. The last mode, we've got roll mode. So if I run this loop off again. So your standard roll values there as well.
Yeah.
So you've got your 3 Serato pad modes. Now obviously with cue, you can press shift and delete one if you want, or you can add a cue point in on the fly. Mm-hmm. And if we move up the top, we've got our effects section.
Yep.
Now, what these are what we call the direct access effects. So you can see, you probably see on the overhead camera, we've got echo, delay, flanger, reverb, the version echo, and phaser. Now, these are controlling Serato's effects, basically.
Yeah, okay.
And when we cycle through, I'll drop in a little screen grab from Serato as well, just to show you what we're doing.
That'd be excellent,
as well, yeah. So I'm just going to pop on another loop. So I'm just going to use the loop encoder here and just bang there. And we'll come on to the secondary function of the loop encoder as well, because there's a little hidden feature on the loop encoder. Ooh, hello. So we'll start with the echo. Obviously now these are from Serato. I'm just going to cycle through these, and notice as well we've got a wet and dry.
Yep.
Obviously they're all post fader as well. So you'll notice we've got these nice paddles to engage.
Paddles, yeah.
Yeah, kind of like a rain style. So we've got these engaging paddles. So hold latches the effect. And then on, you've got kind of momentary. So you can just catch one snare, kind of thing. So if you cycle through these again, we've got your delay. Again, all post fader. Then we've got your flanger. We can manipulate with the wet and the dry. So real simple, just to cycle through Serato's effects. Reverb. My favourite as well, the version echo. You've got that kind of old school tape degrading thing. I love the version echo.
Yeah.
And then phaser. Again, we can manipulate with the wet and dry. So that's how the Serato effects integrate with the mixer.
So these are all Serato effects. So literally they trigger the effects in Serato.
Yeah. So what these do is essentially when you select an effect, you know how in Serato you have the 2 banks set up on the left deck and the right deck?
Yeah.
Now your first slot, let's say it's an echo, what you can see on the screen here. So with the effects, obviously we've got echo, delay, and reverb set up here. Now, if I just cycle through, you'll see on the first bank of both decks, it starts to cycle through delay, flanger, reverb, version echo, and phaser. So it's kind of cycling through those, so you can just quickly go delay, or echo,
Yep.
or reverb, basically. So you're just kind of banking through those in Serato. That's how that works, basically. Now, I mentioned the loop encoder. Obviously, it's a very standard function, so if we run off this loop again, we can engage a loop, or obviously decrease the loop. Or it's got a secondary function, which means we can also browse Serato as well using the loop encoder. And that's where the
browse
shift function.
button, right? Yeah.
So we can have navigation just from the mixer, basically. And that's achieved by just holding shift. Now, if you notice on Serato, I'm banking through.
Yeah.
And let's say, for example, let's put this Richie Rough Tone break on here. Again, hold the encoder. In it goes. Now, while that's running, I'm going to just run this deck up here. You can actually do instant doubles on those loop encoders as well.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So I'm just going to put the mic down to show you. If I hold shift and then double tap the opposing deck, you'll get an instant double break. So you got the instant double there, basically,
Yeah, obviously, important for kind of battle scratch DJs and stuff for the old beat juggling and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice to have it at the flick of a button. It's quite minimal as a mixer itself. Like, there's no wasted space.
I like that. That's good.
There's no wasted space, and like you've got the old, like there are little obviously Numark touches to it, like the Numark Q, little headphone
where we've got the fader and slope as well.
Yeah. So the fader slope is either tight or
scratch curve, or like just standard blending curve.
But then obviously you can change that in Serato as well, can you not?
No, in Serato you've got those options for you've got linear and power in Serato, so they're selectable in Serato as well.
Yeah.
I was going to actually mention the EQs as well, because obviously we can use this standalone too, because we obviously have a filter as well as the EQs. I'm going to run that loop off again. So these are full kill. We've also got high and low pass filter, dedicated.
I do love a filter.
I know.
I really do.
How many times do you do this? Can you hear the filter?
Well, do the old filter with your mouth.
Use on your phone. But yeah, so you've got the dedicated high and low pass filter, and then full kill EQs, basically.
Yeah.
And then at the top, obviously, you've got line phono switchable between line, and then we're in Serato mode. Basically.
Yeah. So while we're on that, then while we're on like the switches, like the PC and the line phono, let's talk about the back.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's talk about what the ins and outs are on the back. So
for the ins and outs, we've got your master on XLR, and also we have a booth on this mixer as well. So for that price point, you don't really see the booth out on a lot of these kind of 2-channel mixers, even Serato or non-Serato enabled as well.
Sure.
And then you've got another master on the RCA. Obviously, you get ground post if you're using this with your old school turntables. And then we've got RCA ins for our decks. And then we've got our line phono switchable. And also, we've got a combi mic line connector.
Yeah, good. So, you don't have the excuse anymore when the MC comes up and you say, oh, sorry, mate, it's only an XLR.
Yeah. You've got the combi XLR line, basically.
Yeah.
So you save your bacon there.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you can see the USB as well. And it's kind of got two functions, really. So you've got, obviously, a connection to Serato over the USB. But also, this is going to kind of bring me on nicely to what actually comes in the box with Scratch. Yeah. Cool. So what's in the box with this? From the very bottom, you've got the full Serato license. So you plug it in, plug and play.
Yep.
But also, we're shipping with the full DVS license as well with this. So, everyone kind of new to scratching or thinking that, they're on a particular kind of budget and they want to get, up their game mixer-wise.
Yeah.
You've got the full DVS license to play with as well.
So that means obviously you don't need to pay any extra to upgrade within Serato.
No, you get the full license.
Yeah.
And also we offer $200 worth of loop content from Prime Loops.
Thank you very much, Prime Loops.
And also we've got a 2-month subscription to SoundSwitch, the lighting control software.
Okay.
Basically.
Cool.
And this is a SoundSwitch enabled mixer. So you'll be able to run DMX programming from the mixer. And that's a 2-month free subscription in the box.
So actually, mate, there's a lot packed into this little mixer.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned before, if somebody wants to get into scratching, but then it's not exactly like a beginner.
Not at all. No,
it's packed full of features, which
for sure, it's an all metal chassis. Inner fader, you've got a pro fader in there, and again, as much as it is, the Numark Scratch, it's a Serato enabled mixer. So you can have, a lot of control, a lot of connectivity from the hardware rather than reaching out to the laptop, basically.
Yeah.
So you've got a lot of control from Serato, whether you're Scratch or not.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
And obviously here we're using this with the NTX 1000s, but obviously it's a piece of Serato hardware, which means we can use it with any Serato-enabled accessory. So if you want to, we could use it with, let's say some media players, even the Reay 12s, you could use it.
Yeah.
And, hey, because it's Numark, you could even throw in the PTO1 scratches next to them.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, if you can find a way to power it and your portable is set up, you can have a nice chunky mixer in the middle.
Very nice. Very
sure,
nice.
Man.
Yeah, mate, it looks really good. So just last thing, so you got you got both 1/4 inch and jack.
Lifesaver.
Headphone, yeah. Headphone on the front there. So yeah, then I suppose that's it then. That's the Numark Scratch. And I have to say, it does look very nice with these two turntables.
Yeah, the NTX 1000s. What we've got here are high torque, high performance direct drive turntables. So on the top panel of these, we've got your start time and your break time. We've got a reset button. We've got +8, 16, and +50. And also, connectivity-wise, obviously it's line phono and then USB as well. It's a really, really, really nice, heavy-duty, high-performance turntable. So if I turn the motor all the way down, really nice as well. And obviously, comes with plastic lid and classic 45 adapter. Can't leave home without it if you are out playing 45s.
Well, actually, I saw the other day a little trick with these where if you put it on the record, you can see whether or not you're level. Whether or not you're level.
So in Newbury, we're kind of looking a bit like this at the minute.
It's pretty much the whole of Newbury, mate. It's all a bit wonky around these parts.
Cool, man.
Yeah, no, mate. It pairs really nicely with these. I do.
It's cool. I mean, speaking of, obviously, if this is going to be your go-to, if you kind of think, I want a good pro Scratch mixer, or indeed any Serato mixer, and if you are want to run DVS, that's a fantastic setup. Just the two NTX 1000s, and that you'd be set. For a long time then.
It won't break the bank either.
Not at all, no.
So
the NTX 1000s, price point, $349 each.
Okay. Sweet. So yeah, absolutely won't break the bank at all.
Not at all.
For this setup in particular. But obviously it'll work with any
Serato accessory. So, you can rock 12s, you can rock, media player in HID mode. Any Serato accessory you can run alongside these.
Yeah. So just a quick question then about the pads.
Yeah.
With the cues, is there another page, as it were, so you can get to
With the cues, you've got access basically to the first 4 in Serato. Obviously, we can add them in on the fly and then delete them using Shift. But it's basically the first 4 cues you've got access to.
Yeah.
But as I mentioned earlier with the sample, if I go to sample here, it's the first 8 in the first bank.
So that
spreads across.
So
the
that
2
does
channels.
spread across.
Yeah.
So also about the pads, obviously these are the effects are access to the Serato effects.
Yeah.
Is there a way that you could customize, say if you didn't want to use these 6 effects, you wanted to use the other effects that are in Serato, or would that just be I say simple, it's not simple, but could you MIDI map? Say, if I wasn't going to use the phaser and I wanted another effect to be triggered by that button, could you MIDI map it so that would work?
I mean, it's a digital mixer, so yeah, you could MIDI map it. But as it stands at the moment, we're basically toggling between, I think, what some people would probably say are some of the most go-to Serato effects, especially with the echo and the delay and the echo. When you're in trouble, echo out.
yeah, we've all been there. Echo and the filter.
Yeah, so that's hardware based as well.
Yeah.
So that'll be used either with or without Serato. That's hardwired into the mixer.
Yeah.
So yeah, they are Serato based effects.
Yeah.
So when you're using this in analog setup, you won't have access to these effects. These are purely for Serato effects.
Okay, so the effects are only for Serato. So if you're playing normal vinyl, not in DVS mode, what can you can use the filter?
Sure, yeah. You've got the full kill EQs,
yeah.
and then you've got your filter. And obviously everything remains in terms of EQ-wise and gain-wise. Obviously the pad modes won't be active because that's a Serato feature.
Of course, yeah.
And your effects won't be active because that's a Serato feature. Obviously what is active still is nice in a fader.
Yeah, nice. Okay, mate. Well, I want to hear you have a little mix on it. I'm going to put you smack bang on the spot. I want to see what the fader can do, and yeah, let's have a little look at that.
Cool, man.
Do you know what, Matthew Reay? I think I've just seen a new side of you there, mate.
Really?
I've didn't know that you had that in your locker.
This is my good side. So which side's that?
I was trying to drop you in it a little bit there, but you've stepped up to the mark. Fair play. Decent.
Dark horse, I keep it hidden.
Yeah, impressed. So, I mean, yeah, obviously really, really nice kind of fader movements and stuff, fader cuts. Nice use of all the effects and stuff there as well. I'm impressed with it, man.
Cool, man. Nice
I'm impressed with it. Yeah, I think it's a nice little dinky unit, and the price point for it is going to make it really, really popular.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, mate, let's leave it there. Thank you so much for coming, as per usual.
Cool.
Matthew Reay inside the Ratcave. That was the Numark Scratch. It is available now at DJKit. So, yep, come on in, grab one, and have a little cut and mix for yourself. One more time, Matthew Reay, thank you very much, man.
No worries,
Always
man.
a pleasure.
No worries at all.
See you soon. Cheers, guys. Peace out.